Hello everyone, welcome back to another release video. In this video, you'll know everything you need for the release coming up Saturday, July 31st at 10 a.m. PST. In this release, there's going to be quite a bit of things coming. There is the Cloud Tote, there is the matching Cloud Charm, there is the Cloud Clutch, and as well as Twillies that will make your bag the most beautiful item on the go. First and foremost, I'm going to list the price of these items right here on the left. And for the tote bag, the price includes the removable insert on the inside. And we are also coming up with a bundle deal price that gives you amazing discount if you purchase everything together in this release. So the Cloud Tote comes in two parts, and the first part being the exterior shell, and the second part being the functional insert that's completely removable from the shell itself, like this. I personally love this feature because it just makes it the most functional tote out there. So when we were making the bag, we've actually gone through so many prototypes. You know, it's either the scallop edge is not right, the curve is not right, the structure, and most importantly, the weight. So we've actually paid a lot of attention on the weight of this bag because I know from my personal experience when I reach out for a bag from my closet, I always go for the one that's the most lightweight. For tote bags, you can fit a ton of things in there, and the fact that the bag is lightweight by itself just won't add that extra pressure on your shoulder, and which I think is super important when it comes to bigger bags. So I generally use the bag two ways, the first being with just the shell itself. This would be kind of like when I'm on a casual day out where I have a lot of things in there, but I don't really care if they are kind of like leaning against each other or touching each other, or if I have something really bulky like a beach towel or something like that, then I would just use the shell by itself. And the most important reason, of course, is because it's just so light. Look at how light it is with me just holding it in one hand. That's kind of like when I would just use the shell by itself. And of course, if I'm going to work where I need a little bit more structure, more pockets, just general organization on the inside, I would add the insert to the shell like this. So this is a perfect fit insert for this shell. That's how I would just put it in like that. And this way you get a lot more function, like a lot more pockets on the inside. I'm going to show you guys how I use this in different scenarios. Now let's go over the pocket configurations. So for the shell itself, you get a top pocket in the back of the tote. There is a zipper pocket on top where I keep my changes or just anything you wanted to keep securely off. And there's another front pocket. I call this easy reach in pocket because it's just so convenient on the top. I put my mask in here a lot of times. You can also put your phone in here, just anything you wanted to reach for constantly. And on the side of the pocket, you get this lanyard. I'm going to show you guys how I attach my keys, AirPod cases, stuff that are small. You know, you don't have to dig everywhere in the bag to look for that particular thing. You just have to like kind of pull it, and there it is. And with the addition of the insert, you get a lot more pockets. I like to put the flat side sort of underneath this pocket so that it's kept securely in place, and then I pull my lanyard out like that. With the insert, you get a very large front pocket, and in this pocket you can fit electronic wise up to a new iPad Pro. I'm going to show you guys a bit later in the video. Or you can put your cell phone, anything that you kind of want the extra protection, because the leather is super smooth and soft, and anything in here will be nicely protected. On this side of the bag, you get this elastic band where you can put your water bottle, your umbrella, just something you wanted to keep standing while you're wearing your bag. This is super useful. On the other side, you get this smaller but more structured vertical pocket. I personally love to put my sunglasses or my glasses in there because the pocket is nicely structured, so I just put it directly in there without the case, and I don't have to worry about it being like squeezed or, you know, like distorted or anything. And also the film is going to be nicely protected without any scratches. And on the bottom of your tote, you get these four little pieces of metals. I think they're called the bag feet. These will help you stay away from any moisture or scratches when you have your bag on the ground. And in this release, you get 3 colors. The first one being the rose quartz pink. This is probably the most popular pink in our shop, and I know you guys want a pink option for your totes. And then we have the bear beige. This is a beautiful beige color, very neutral. It's a little bit more of a gray beige than a yellow beige, and I think it's super easy to match any outfits, especially in the summer and fall seasons. And last but not least, you get the classic black cashmere. This is a pure black leather, completely matte finish and super soft to the touch. I'm gonna show you guys how to put the Twillies on. It looks amazing with the Twilly. It's like a little pop of color, and you know, it's just that classic timeless black color that you can never go wrong with. And in terms of texture, the Shadow Boxer and the Rose Quartz come in our classic large pebble, and all three are completely matte finish. And the Bare Beige comes in a slightly larger pebble. I call it the extra large. I'm going to show you guys a comparison of the two. You can see it's slightly larger than the other two. And for the interior, we use a different type of leather. It's a very, very smooth and soft leather. It's so buttery. I wish you guys can touch this. And in terms of color, the Bare Beige and the Shadow Boxer are 100% matching the exterior. And for the Rose Quartz, the interior comes in a slightly, like I would say, one shade darker. And I think it looks so perfect, just so subtle. Can you see the difference? Yeah, so that's the three colors. And without further ado, let's dive into the what's in my bag. In the first bag, I've got everything I need for my casual day out. So I have my camera, and I also have my clout clutch that's also coming in this release. This one is actually a prototype, and I'm wearing it with a chain strap instead of the wristlet that comes with it. And in my clutch, I've got my hand sanitizer, makeup, and my sanitary pads. I love the convenience of being able to just grab the clutch when I don't need the rest of the things in my tote. And I also brought the book that I'm currently reading. And in the large pocket, I've got my iPad Pro. This is the 13-inch iPad Pro. It fits that pocket perfectly. And I love the extra protection it's getting from everything else in my tote. And in the side pocket, I've got my shades. I love putting my sunglasses in this pocket because it just saves me so much time from putting it in and taking it out from a case every time I needed it. It's just the most convenient pocket I've always wanted to have in my tote. And on the other side, I've got my swell tumbler standing right up in the elastic band. Another feature I love about the insert. And if you do spill a little bit of water on the insert, it's no problem at all. You just take the insert out by itself and clean it on the side. It's super convenient. And on the lanyard, I've got my AirPods case connected to it. This is absolutely amazing. Whenever I needed it, I just have to pull the lanyard and there goes my AirPods. And in the top pocket, I've got my cloud card holder and also my mask that I always need to reach out for. And next, I want to show you guys how I use this tote as a diaper bag. This bag is great to be used as a diaper bag because it's super lightweight and it's also got a big opening on the top that you can see everything you have in there. So in this bag, I've got my kids' change of clothes and a few diapers. And by the way, the vegan leather is not as delicate as real leather. It is a little bit water resistant, so if you have something wet in there, it's not going to be a huge problem at all. And of course, I've got tons of snacks, just want to be prepared all the time. My kids' sunscreen, bug sprays, and hand sanitizer. And of course, a large bag of wipes that's always needed. And in the top pocket, I've got a couple of masks for myself and my kids. And again, my sunglasses in the side pocket. And I always bring a book with me, and I'm sliding it between the shell and the insert sort of as an extra compartment. And then I have my kids' water bottle in the elastic band. It's really nice to have that extra support in case it falls down and spills in my bag. And on my lanyard, I've got the key to my lock, which I use a lot when I bring the kids to the beach. And in the zipper pocket, I always have a little bit of change in case cards are not accepted, and I have my card holder in the large pocket. And in this bag, I've got everything I need for a work day. Here I've got my large iPad Pro where I draw my artworks, and I also have my planner. This one is a personal white. Some of you asked me how do planners fit in this tote, and I can fit my A5 white cloud here easily, so that shouldn't be a problem at all. And then I've got my Coach wallet, and again my AirPod case connected to the lanyard. And then in the large pocket, I've got my makeup and also my eye drops, which I absolutely need on a daily basis. In the side pocket, I've got my pen standing in there. As a planner girl, I love being able to see my options right away when I'm choosing my pen. And in the elastic band, I've got my umbrella. In Vancouver, we get a lot of rain, so this is super useful. And with the after use wet umbrella, it's also nice to keep it on the side so it doesn't affect the other things in my bag. And then I wanted to show you guys how I use the shell by itself without the insert. This is sort of like my going to the beach setup. I've got my water bottle and also my very bulky beach towel. As you can see, I still have tons of space to fit my pocket planner, my sunglasses, sunscreen, lipstick, and also a little bit of change in the zipper pocket, as well as my mask in the top front pocket. And lastly, I'm attaching my locker key to the lanyard so it doesn't get lost at the bottom of my bag. So again, if you have something really chunky and you wanted to keep your bag as light as possible, this is when you should probably use the shell without the insert. Next, I'm sliding in this weight challenge requested by quite a few of you. I'm putting in 10 brand new bottles of water and trying to lift it with one hand. It was super heavy, I could barely do it. So your laptop, your planner, and things like that are going to be just a piece of cake for this bag. In this release, we've also got you guys the clout clutch or pouch, whichever way you like to use them. These are super versatile and they come in 4 colors, the black cashmere, the beige, this new pink, and the snow angel white. Now the black and the white comes in our classic medium pebble texture. This beige is in a very similar color to the bare beige, but it comes in a smooth leather texture. And this pink comes in the new extra large pebble texture. I know you guys all love that first pouch we did with Scribble Prinsco, and Andre had convinced me to bring these back again. So on top of that first pouch we made, we've actually done quite a bit of changes on the structure of this one, in particular the width. So we've actually increased the width, especially at the bottom. So the pouch still looks very small on the outside, but when you open it, you got tons of space on the inside. As you see earlier, I put my hand sanitizer, all of my makeup, my sanitary pads. You also have these 2 card slots in the back and a very, very large back pocket where you can put more cards or cash or receipts, and you also have this little pen loop on top to fit your favorite pen on the go. And on top of that, we've also extended these 2 little D-ring pieces so that when you have your chains attached, they won't be rubbing or brushing against the edge of the pouch. We've also managed to decrease the weight of this pouch by quite a bit, so while you're fitting a lot more in there, you can still keep it relatively lightweighted. You can use these in so many ways. I use them as my makeup pouch, my sanitary pouch. These come with this little wristlet in the matching leather, and you can always remove this because there are 2 D-ring attachments on the inside. You can remove this, add any of these chain accessories to turn it into a shoulder bag, or you can add a longer chain piece to turn it into a crossbody. So there's just so many ways you can use this. They're light, they're easy to carry, you can fit them anywhere. It's just the most adorable piece to add to your everyday carry. Now moving on to the interior, we use the same material as the Cloud Tote, which is a very buttery, smooth textured leather on the inside. We're super smooth. And for the pink, the beige, and the black, we use the same color to match the exterior. And for the white, we've actually went with the jump of color. We went with the silver. It's absolutely stunning. So the reason we went with silver on this one is because, one, it's beautiful. Secondly, I wanted to make the interior a little bit more resistant to stains and stuff. So instead of the white, I chose silver. I hope you guys love that. And last but not least, we've also included these super adorable clout charms in 8 colors and Twilly Scarves in 6 colors to complete that unique look for your tote bag. You can also add a fun personalization to your clout charm and make it into a unique name badge. The charm can be used by itself as a keychain or as a decorative piece on your bags or your planners, or in combination with the Twilly Scarves. I'm going to show you guys how to decorate with these accessories in the days coming up on Instagram. Thank you guys so much for watching this release video. I'll see you guys all on July 31st at 10 a.m. PST.